Hey there, welcome in. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to look at the energy of the upcoming week, which is what? March 9th through the 15th, 2026. So thanks so much for being here, you guys. Let's go ahead and see what is coming through for this upcoming week. There is some really, just astrologically speaking, there's some really nice energies coming in this week. I think Saturday was the only day that was kind of a possibly iffy day. Tensions could run really high, and there is a possibility of conflict arising from suppressed anger. So watch out for that on Saturday. But other than that, there's some really nice energy this week. Okay, so let's look at the main energy of the week for the collective that is watching this video. The main energy themes of this week. We've got the Eight of Swords. Perhaps there's something that you're trying to avoid or you're just not wanting to look at or see. This could also be in regards to just the collective energy in the world. There's, a lot going on that's really hard to look at. So that could be what this is referring to. Eight of Swords. It's often just something you're trying to avoid. You don't want to see, you don't want to communicate about it. You don't want to talk about it. That's that type of energy there with the Eight of Swords. Let me see if I can, there we go. Zoom out a little bit. Not a bad energy. Possibly a little disassociative, possibly a little disconnected. That's okay. That's kind of the main energy. Avoidance. I totally understand. Let's look at the energy you are bringing into the week. The energy that you are bringing into the week. All right. We're bringing in the energy of Saturn. We've got the Devil here. This could be referring to Capricorn as well. Yeah, kind of going along with the disassociative energy here. Not the greatest energy. So because you might possibly be trying to avoid something, you might be avoiding wanting to see the truth. You're bringing in the energy of, it's a little chaotic. Again, it's not horrible. It may be lacking a little bit of discipline here, possibly overindulgence in whatever you are addicted to. It's a little uneasy feeling, and perhaps there's a little bit of maybe not feeling like you have hope or feeling like all is lost. It isn't. So do your best to not stay in that type of energy, because that is not true. I'm just seeing what else I'm feeling about this Devil energy. This is the energy that you're bringing into the week. And I will say it feels a little chaotic, and sometimes chaos is good. Disruption can be good because it can force you, it can push you out of a situation. It can push you into a better situation. It can encourage you to break the chains and shackles that are holding you in an unhealthy situation. So I don't mind chaotic energy because it can be a very motivating place to create from. It just depends on how you're using that energy. Let's see what else is going on. I'm going to ask the question, what should you focus on? What should you focus on this week? Where should your focus be? Where should your focus be? For the collective watching this video, where should your focus be? Focus on what? Nice. We've got the Empress. We've got a lot of major arcana cards coming up. And I like this. So from, this energy that you're bringing in that's kind of chaotic, What can you create from that? We have the Empress card here, which is very much in many ways an opposite energy to the Devil. It's the energy of Venus, love, compassion, fertility, growth, expansion. What can you grow? What can you bring into this week that will benefit you, that will benefit the people around you? What can you do for yourself? What can you do for others? How can you lift yourself up? What do you want? That might be a good question. How do you want to feel this week? I like to start my week off with an intention of how do I want to feel, and then remind myself throughout the week, hey, you wanted to feel this particular way. What can you do? What steps do you need to do to feel that way? What actions do you need to take? What actions should you not be taking? So I think that's really good advice for this upcoming week. How do you want to feel? And interesting, there is a lot of astrological I don't know what you want to call them, conjunctions. I don't know if they're necessarily conjunctions. I'm not an astrologer, but aspects, that's it. Thank you. There's a lot of astrological aspects this week that support feeling really passionate about what you love, having a lot of optimism, growth, wisdom. There's a lot of that coming in this week. So you have a lot of support with that type of energy this week. The universe is definitely supporting this energy. I really like this. Major Arcana cards. So that is telling me that these are big things. these are powerful energies that you're bringing in. And I love that we have the Empress standing right next to this Devil energy, and she can definitely cool down the temperament and the chaos coming from this energy here. But it's a choice. All right, what does Spirit want you to know? What do your guides want you to know this week? Advice and guidance coming from your Spirit guides. And I think I'm going to save this card. I'm just going to lay it out here. We'll look at this towards the end. Advice and guidance from Spirit. What do your guides want you to know? Okay. And I also want to look at outside energies, outside influences, energies around you that you may or may not be aware of this week. I want to look at those energies. I always find it interesting. Outside influences. What are the energies around you influencing you this week? Two of Wands. This is a lovely energy. I like this. Two of Wands. If you want to see it, you can see this. Being inspired by people around you. It could be people, news stories and things like that, but look closer. Look at the people around you. Who are the people that inspire you? I do feel like it's inspiration. That's what I'm really feeling from this card. Mars and Aries, this is the energy of taking action towards your dreams, planning things out. But I'm really getting very inspired by those around you. This is a nice energy. So this is telling me that there are positive influences around you this week. This is really nice. People that are not okay with their situation and they're making changes. So you could be very inspired by the changes that other people are making this week. I really like this. Okay. Outcome of this week. This could also be advice and guidance. Next step. Let's do next step. Okay. That's the card. That's the card that wants to come out. Oh, we've got the Tower. That's kind of funny. So we've got the Tower, we got the Devil at the beginning, we got the Tower at the end. You know, the Tower can have kind of a negative energy about it. I'm not feeling that at all from this card. Mars energy. We have Mars energy here. We have Mars energy here. So the energy of Mars is definitely very present this week. This is making changes for the better, making changes that will benefit you in the long run. And perhaps you need to make some big changes. Perhaps you need to make some drastic changes. I wouldn't be surprised if this outside influence that is inspiring you to make changes prompts you to make some pretty drastic changes. Just for example, this could be deciding you're looking for a job. You're going to find you're taking another job because where you are right now is toxic. It can be deciding that you're going to move. It can be suddenly deciding that you are no longer, going to drink alcohol or eat sugar. It could be something, it could be all sorts of things. But I feel like this is a very drastic change that you are inspired to make this week. It doesn't mean you're going to do it this week, but you are very inspired to take action and to move in a different direction. These are big energies. So we've got the Tower here. That's Mars, Pluto energy, card number 16. We've got the Devil, card number 15. We've got twos. I'm just looking to see. So definitely Mars energy here. I always look for cards of the same number, the same planets, the same type of energy, even though it might be a totally different suit of a card. Anything that's doubled up, I take that as like a doubling down on that energy. So there's definitely going to be a need to take action to put you in a place that is better suited for you. You've outgrown a lot of things going on in your life. It could be a relationship you need to get out of. It's, big, these are big changes, but it's breaking patterns and cycles that no longer serve you, especially with both of these cards here. Let's see what your spirit guides want you to know. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Don't be afraid of independence. Don't be afraid to be in joy. It's really interesting, especially as crazy as the world is. Oftentimes there is a feeling that we shouldn't be joyful, we shouldn't be happy. How dare I be happy when the world's on fire type of energy. That's the best time to be happy. That's the best time to be joyful, because it does shift the energy. Energy is real. It's potent and it's powerful. And the more of us that can be in a place of joy, gratitude, and appreciation, the better off everyone will be. It does shift the energy of the collective. The other interesting thing is this card, this is Venus, Venus and Virgo. So we have Venus coming up twice in this reading. So a lot of energy around gratitude, love, appreciation, but it's a choice to be in that energy, and it's a choice to see that. Also, the energy of independence here is really strong, standing on your own 2 feet, not being a prisoner to someone else, whether that is another person, a company that you no longer align to. This could also be the way you make your money. This could be being independent from government assistance, if that is possible for you. We're all in very different places. So, where can you be more independent? Where can you shine your light a little brighter? Don't be afraid to do that. And I feel like the universe is going to give us all signs this week to help get us on track, to help align us with our life's purpose. I know that there was some astrological aspects. I think this is on Friday. it's like a faded energy that pushes you towards your life purpose. So the cards are definitely supporting a lot of the astrological aspects that are coming up this week. And then I also would say, what are you avoiding looking at and why? Because that's probably what needs to change. Sticking your head in the sand is not, it's not cutting it anymore. Wow, really powerful week, you guys. You'll have to let me know what signs did you receive this week? What did you decide to change? Very interesting. Let's go ahead and pull an oracle card to sum up this reading here. Again, I'm just kind of looking at the numbers. So Mars and Venus are definitely taking action towards the things you love, taking action towards bringing in greater love and beauty into your life. Powerful week, you guys. I do like this energy, though. I really do. Way better than last week's energy. Holy moly. Okay. Final card, final message. And thanks so much for being here. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing if you haven't subscribed, and liking this video if you liked it, I would really appreciate it. Card number 6, it says up from the depths. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that. Releasing difficulty. I think there's a lot of energy supporting us this week, making changes, helping us lift ourselves up. I really like this energy, though. Releasing difficulty. I definitely feel that. This week feels much better. Not to say there's not going to be some challenges, because if we're bringing in the energy of the devil and we're being encouraged to make some drastic changes this week, there could be things brought to your attention this week that you didn't want to see, but you're being forced to see. And that's going to be good because it's going to benefit you in the long run. And you are being lifted up from the depths. So things are going to get easier. I like this, but it takes action on your part. I just want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, this is releasing difficulty. So yeah, just a doubling down from this energy here. I like this. This is really nice, you guys. Okay, I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. If you have any questions or if you'd like to book a one-on-one, my info is below. Have a fantastic week, everyone, and I will talk to you very soon.